my day and mind my own business. But today I turned my car around to go back to talk to somebody, and then I couldn't find them anymore because heat of the day, middle of the afternoon, sunny sidewalk, they are walking their dog outside.
Why?
Come on, folks. You don't deserve to have a pet if you're walking a dog on this scorching concrete in the middle of a 100-degree day. And nothing makes it right, but if you at least want to make it equal, put on a full-length coat and kick your shoes off before you go take that walk.
Take your socks off. Because that's what it feels like. And you know, people say, okay, Kaylee, you don't need to give us the heat tips and the safety tips all the time. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. There's still that person that puts the curling iron in the water when it's plugged in.
It's different level heat too, and I think that we tend to think, oh, you know, it's hot like it was last week. It's a different level of heat.
Yeah, as my husband said yesterday, he said, the wind is blowing and the wind's making it worse.
Yes, it's like a blow dryer.
It's so, I mean, it's triple digits. We hit 100 degrees about an hour. We'll have much more on that forecast. And I really don't have any relief. Sorry about it. All of that coming up. Jason, back to you.
All right, come on back inside. It is
I mean, it's obvious that we're talking about that heat because we had another 100-degree day today. Officially at DFW about an hour ago, we hit 100 degrees. So that's 2 days in a row that we've seen that after a beautiful stretch of weather. Let's look at what we have going on out there, which is a heat advisory for all of really the eastern portion of North Texas, and that's going to be through about 106 is what the heat indices are for that. Can we go ahead and bring that up? At this point, we can have that heat advisory more than likely through most of the week is what we will be seeing with that. Now, temperatures out
10 days here because we finally got into this stretch. You know, we talked about it a lot before it got here, how we were going to sort of run into this buzzsaw of temperatures, and here we are.
And it's a marathon, not a sprint. So we're not looking at just a one and done type deal. We are going to be in this for the long haul.
A very hot, sweaty marathon.
Yes, for sure. May want to avoid being out there during the peak heating running that marathon, right? Here's a look at our heat advisory out there. Heat index up to 106. That's what we have out there. That's why there is a heat advisory. Let's look at just DFW, where we can see air temperatures 102 in Rome, 100 in Decatur, 100 in Dallas. DFW, the same thing. Same thing in Richardson. Arlington, you're at 101. There are several locations like Plano, Louisville, Frisco that are in the upper 90s right now. You factor in the humidity though, and it feels more like 100 or 110 degrees out there, depending on where you are. Let's look at that satellite and radar where you can see we may squeeze out a light shower out there. For the most part, this is not hitting the ground. We'll widen it out so you can look at the rest of North Texas. We did have a few showers and thunderstorms earlier today along the Red River. Since then, it's been radio silence, and it looks like it's going to mainly be that case as we move forward. We could see by about 7 o'clock a few, again, very isolated. Most of us will not see a drop of rainfall. Then as we go into tomorrow's going to be a very similar setup to what we saw today, and that is going to be a pop-up shower, not out of the question, throughout the morning into the afternoon. Let me step over here because most of it's going to be in East Texas as we go into the evening hours. Here's 4 o'clock. You can see a few showers there, but more start to move into locations like Sulphur Springs, down to Gilmore, Athens, and to Canton as well as we go into 7 o'clock. Now, once the sun goes down and we lose the loss of daytime heating, they fizzle out, and we know the drill on that. But too bad that really won't cool us down at all if you do get to see one of those downpours. Here's what we're looking at temperature-wise as we go into the day tomorrow. 100 degrees, but it'll feel like 106. What's going to happen Wednesday and Thursday is temperatures will cool slightly, but dew points will be up. So it'll still feel about the same as what we have today and tomorrow as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. Then as we warm into Friday and Saturday, we are going to see those temperatures warm back up to the century mark, 100 to 103 degrees as we go into Saturday. It'll feel more like 109. And as we said before, we are going to go over all of the heating tips here. And I just want to remind you, when the outside temperature is 100 degrees, within 10 minutes, the car is 119. Within 20 minutes, it's 129. And within 30 minutes, 134, and up close to 140 as we go into 40 minutes. And then as we get closer to the hour mark, it's getting close to 150 degrees. So please make sure you check the back seat. I know you say it, but you get busy and you just want to make sure you double check, triple check, especially during extreme heat like this. Temperatures tonight are going to stay right around 80 degrees. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy. Remember, yes, we could see an isolated storm early, but overnight it'll be dry. Then as we go into tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. Most of us will stay dry and it will feel like 100 to 105, but there is a chance of an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Here it is. You can see it. I'm going
to this over the years, but so many people are still moving to Texas from other places.
Oh, yeah.
It can be quite a shock when you're from another part of the country and you haven't experienced this as much, and we've got a lot of them coming.
I think that's the thing, because I mean, I can deal with 1 or 2 days of this, but then when you're looking at a 10-day and you see about 384 hours of this.
Starts to get old real fast. 384 hours.
Well, that's how far our models go out. So.
Okay. That's not cool.
No, not cool at all. It makes it sound, I mean, it's not going to be like that every hour of every moment, but we have another setup like that. But that's really it. Otherwise, we'll have a full breakdown of that forecast, so don't leave here in a few minutes, and you can see that 10-day forecast for yourself, Jason.
All right. You know, on weeks like this, just a reminder to remember Grandma and Grandpa, great-grandma, great-grandpa out there, Mom and Dad, all of them.
Yeah, no, I was just telling you during the story, like, it really hits home. You know, my grandma's back in Illinois, and she said to me, it's like you guys forget about me, and I just sit here, and it's like,
it's not that you forgot, you're just kind of far away, and then you have the whole pandemic thing, which kept you apart for a long time.
It's just really hard. So. That was a great story. Another thing that's really hard is dealing with these triple digits. For those of you that are just moving to North Texas, I'm relatively new as well. It's the 1 day here and the 1 day there. It's really just the fact that we have this for the next several days. Here's a look at our heat advisory for today, which is because of right now where we have temperatures in the triple digits, but also it feels up to 106. Our official high temperature at DFW Airport was 101 just before 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's the second 100-degree day, and we should have 8 up to this date, but if you look here, we had such a great month, and I wanted to show you this again because it's easy to kind of start getting into that complaining zone, but this is the real Texas summer, and we had a gift of about 3.5 weeks there where we had some beautiful weather. 34 out of the 55 days have been below normal, 56 days I should say. If you look here, temperatures right now at 100 degrees. It's going to be warm and it's going to be humid through most of the evening hours, but I mean, it could be worse because dew points, especially for DFW, are in the low 60s, so that's great. What's going to happen though as we move forward, we are going to see, yes, the temperatures go down, but those dew points are going to go up slightly, so it really won't change what it actually feels like out there. So what I want you to look at is the heat indices for the next few days. It'll feel like 106 Tuesday and Wednesday, 108 Thursday, 107 Friday. So it's going to be very warm all the way through and into the weekend. If you look here at satellite and radar, we've been kind of hoping we'd squeeze out a shower. It looks like, at least for DFW, we're going to keep it dry. And we did have a few showers and thunderstorms up along the Red River and back to the northwest, but most of us have stayed dry. Now, as we go into the day tomorrow, we have another chance. And now, it's not really going to cool you off much, but we could use a nice shower out there. It's going to be very scattered in nature as we go into Tuesday, and it's mainly going to be east of DFW and as far west as DFW, because what's happening for West Texas and into the western counties is it's under the influence of this high pressure. So it's sinking air, lower humidity, very hot, and then we're going to see several days in a row where we reach these triple-digit temperatures, but it's going to continue to move kind of in our direction here as we move into the rest of the week. So the rest of the week, that even small rain chance is going to kind of dwindle down and go away. So going back over the forecast for tonight, those low temperatures are going to still be warm. It's going to be muggy. It's going to be right around 80 degrees. Yes, there's an isolated chance of a storm now between really as the sun goes down, and then that chance is going to go away. Mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. Tomorrow it will feel like 100 to 105 with the actual air temperature reaching about 100 degrees. Remember, we do have a chance of squeezing out a shower or thunderstorm, but then once we get past tomorrow, if you look here, we do have several